this is Caro here from Lacey Creations in South Australia. I hope you're all well today and happy crafting along. Well, before I open this little journal, I'd just like to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm quite a new channel, and I had the 100 subscriber giveaway a while back, and I was so overwhelmed that I got to 100, and now I'm far exceeding that. So I'd like to thank all my subscribers for your wonderful support, and more importantly, the most beautiful comments that have been left. I can't believe that this is happening to me. Anyway, so today, as you can see by these lovely pine needles here, I'm doing a Christmas journal. It's a little Reader's Digest. I'll just pop these beautiful sweet peas over here out of the way. It's a Reader's Digest, so you sort of roughly know the size. It's 7.5 by 5.5 with a 2-inch spine. On the spine I've got this lovely velvet, and then dangling down I have this lovely lace trim that I just thought could resemble snow with a good imagination. And then these little doily medallions to me also look like snowflakes. So I've put stickles on there. I'm not sure if you'll see the sparkles, just to give it that nice glistening Christmas look. And then on the front is this lovely little girl, and she's got a nice basket full of holly there. So I just thought I'd call this little journal Holly. So it has a hitch post closure there, just with a little bit of seam binding, and we'll open it up. It's just one signature with 15 pages folded, so that's 60 pages both sides. And we start off with the tag here, this beautiful little truck full of presents and Christmas tree. It's got a piece of old ledger on there and a piece of paper just for writing your list, your shopping list if you like, and another little tag in the back there. And the first little word I've put on here is family, because what's Christmas without family? And then in here just have a little belly band there, and little envelope just with some more little note paper in there, bit of stamping. Now the kit I've used for this is Angela Kerr's kit. It's a little bit different to most of the kits. I have used Roxy Creations kit. So it's a little bit different to most of the kits. It depicts roses and Christmas stockings and things like that. So this is the first Edith Holden page, a little bit of stencil in there, and this ticking is actually wallpaper. So last week I was in Adelaide, and I went to a paint and wallpaper shop and asked them did they have a sample book, and I was so lucky. I got a few sample books, and they are just gorgeous. And even though they're not real vintage, they're about 10 years old, the man said, they're not real vintage, but they have a lot of vintage replica papers in them. So this is just a little flip out with a couple of nice little tags in there. And this paper here is a book page off one of my Christmas books, and you might not be able to see it, but they are little holly leaves on there. Festive fun. You just got a little bit of embellishment there, and a little peace dove charm on there. That's a little old pad that I had in my own stash. So I thought that went well in there. Some little family photos of the family that's going to be celebrating Christmas. little cluster of embellishment there, and holidays. This is another piece of the old ledger. It's got the dates here, 23rd of the 6th, 1933. So I didn't want to cover that up too much. I wanted you to be able to see that. Lovely little journaling card from Angela's kit. Another piece of velvet and a button there. I've used a few vintage buttons in this. And this is very vintage too, this little piece of material here. It's a gorgeous tartan. And I made my 42-year-old daughter, when she was about 3, I made her a lovely tartan skirt out of that. So that's how old that is, and been carried around with me for quite a few years. And this, I really love this, is a from Sam Paul's collection, and it's French haberdashery, and I just really like how it's turned out. Some old music paper there, of course. And this is the first thing I've made out of my pianola rolls I got last time I went to Adelaide. And inside here I have a nice little card, more pianola roll on the back of it. I just made this little envelope. And this, A Christmas Welcome, was a lovely old, very old vintage music book. And so I just took the words off the front and put them on there. Over the page. That was the price of the book, 2 and 6. So that indicates to you that it was very old. Another little, this backing paper is part of Angela's kit. And I think these are Sam Paul's, and that's out of Roxy Creations. Okay. Just a little origami envelope there. I won't pull it out, but you just pull that out and it all folds out and gives you more note paper. And I've just popped that little post box there, and a nice Australian stamp. 5 cents. I couldn't quite read the year, but being 5 cents, I suggest it would be the 70s or maybe early 80s. Just a little bit of embellishment on there. This is a lovely old Christmas craft magazine that I had, so I'll pop that in there, and I really liked it because of the green writing in it. And then over here we've got a nice little crochet doily, which I've converted into a pocket. Little bowl pin there with some ribbon and lace. Red charm. Another little journaling card. And then this is out of a 1962 music book. When you used to go to carols by candlelight when I was a child, so pre-1962, I was born, you got handed out music books, singing books, and they were just beautiful. And so that page has come out of one of those. A little bit of, that's a lovely fabric doily there, I forgot to say. And on this side I've just got a little embellishment up there. Reason for the season. Another little journaling card, isn't she pretty? Managed to use some of the little tiny scraps just by embellishing that pocket with it. And then here, this is another beautiful wallpaper out of one of the books. This is some nice new washi tape that I got, and when I saw it I thought, oh, it goes with that book, so I've put it there. It's not Christmassy, but I've just put it there as to to match up the colour. Never lose your sparkle, and I've got stickles all around that so you can see it's nice and sparkly. And then on this side, that's more wallpaper and a pianola roll little pocket that I've made. I haven't actually put anything in that. I'll have to do that. Just goes up in there. Of course, when you're on camera, they never go where you want them to. Another little pocket here with some vellum and little cards. So I've tried to keep the colours going through the journal. They're two completely different sorts of kits. Roxy's one is sort of Father Christmassy in the reds and greens, and Angela's one is pinks, but it's got a little bit of red peeking through on it. This is another little tag that I made. I enjoy so much doing this collaging on these tags. And this pocket is also inspired by Angela Kerr and more of the wallpaper. It's got tea-dyed, you can't see it, it's a bit pale, but it's got tea-dyed paper on the back of it. And that one. All things bright and beautiful. And then on this side, we've got more of this lovely music paper, Silent Night. I didn't do anything to it because I wanted the recipient just to be able to see it and maybe use it to change up, make some tags of their own or do something with it if they want to. An embellishment up there. The other side. Now I've left this blank because I thought whoever gets the book could put a photo there if they want to, or there's lots of journaling space. And I've sewn all the lace on this time, which is a first for me. Normally I glue it on when I have my signature in, but this time I sewed all the lace trims on before I put my signature in. There's the other side of that doily, that lovely embroidery there on that side, and the other side of that lovely old magazine, craft magazine. Don't you just love this green font that's in that magazine? And then here, now you have a December to remember. And this is just a little clip here with little die cut and some more music paper out of a different one. This was an older book. I don't quite remember the date on it, but it was an old book. This is a lovely little picture of a little girl, isn't she, darling? In all this world there is nothing so beautiful as a happy child. I haven't done anything to that because once again I thought I'd leave it up to the new owner to change it if they want to, or keep it as is. Some little tickets here, because we all know in the Christmas holidays we take our children to lots of different places. And on this side I couldn't bring my heart to cut this music sheet up, so I just thought I'll do it as a fold up. And then when I was looking at what to put in there, I thought, oh, why don't I make a little belly band type thing and just put it on the corner. So that's created this nice pocket now. That's the back of a music book. And those little cards just pop in there. So there's a pocket down here and a pocket under here. You can add plenty more into that. And these also, I haven't really done anything to them. They're gift tags, and I thought who buys the journal might like to use them. So I've just left them as is, just put that bit of gold ribbon on there and left them as is, and so they can be used as real gift tags. A little label here saying gift ideas, and of course a little old Jolly Santa there. Just a little journal card there, bit of old vintage trim on there, bit of lace, and a bit of stenciling I've done there. A little bit of that stenciling carried through, and then this is just a little flip out. So I've used the coordinating wallpapers there to create that, and then just collaged on these pines which came out of Roxy Creations kit, and one of Angela's little cards in there, and then that just flips down. You probably can't see it, but it flips down. There's another little journaling card there, and a tag up here. And just a bit of collage in there. I'll take them off so you can see that. I'll pop them back later. That's the other side of the Edith Holden page. Her illustrations are just so lovely. And that's the last page. So on here I've made a giant paper clip. Comes off there. And just another journaling card out of Angela's kit. And then in the back behind that, so that's an envelope out of Angela's kit, but I've glued it down, and I've so it's got that pocket, and then at the back it's got another pocket with the little squirrel on it, and just a little bit of collaging on the back. There's some lovely Christmas sayings there. So that just goes, pops in there like that, and holds that. I think these are the biggest paper clips I've ever seen. I got them in Adelaide as well. And that's all there is. And it just comes together like that. And the simple closure, you don't have to undo the bows. You can just put your fingers through there and pop that up over there like that. And that's how it is. So, once again, I'd like to thank everybody for their continued support, and I look forward to bringing you more journals in the near future. Thank you very much.